Hey, how's it? This is the foundation. Football's back. Like always, I do my Cowboys videos separately, but week one predictions, let's get going. Atlanta Falcons versus the Super Bowl champion Philadelphia Eagles. On Thursday night, I got the Philadelphia Eagles. I think the crowd is going to make a huge difference. Um, Falcons has the firepower to do something, but I just think overall, the team wise, I think the Eagles just have a little bit too much. Plus with the crowded, like I said. Next is the Buffalo Bills versus the Baltimore Ravens. You know, other than the quarterback, there's not too much not to like about the Bills, but I got the Ravens in this one. I think Flacco's going to be extra, one extra motivated to try and play well. Plus, two at home again. Next is the Pittsburgh Steelers versus the Cleveland Browns. I got the Pittsburgh Steelers. Gonna be an entertaining game in the first half. Maybe towards the ending of the first half, you might see a penalty or a bad turnover or just a bad play all around. I don't know where. And then that's when the Steelers will take control of the game. Plus, I know that Bell hasn't really. I don't know if he really reported or what, but but the but I think James Conner is more than capable and all that to do his role and all that. And plus, with the you heard all year last year the drama between with Todd Haley and Big Ben. So I think Big Ben is going to be highly motivated to have a big game. Next is the Cincinnati Bengals versus the Indianapolis Colts. I got the Cincinnati Bengals. I think their pass rush is very scary. And then on top of that, I know Quentin Nelson is a hell of a talent, but going against McCoy and it's not just him. There's a lot of guys on this defensive line that can create a lot of havoc and all that. I think it's gonna be a bad day for Angela, and I think Joe Mixon is gonna have a big game as well too. Next is the Tennessee Titans versus the Miami Dolphins. Dolphins are very hard to play beginning of the year because of that humidity, but I got the Tennessee Titans. I think the tempo of the game, the controlling of the clock with Henry Mariota doing his high percentage passes and all that is going to really control the game. And I told my brother, I know they drafted some nice players, but I told my brother maybe it's time for a move on from Tannehill. Next is the San Francisco 49ers versus the Minnesota Vikings. Sorry. I got the Minnesota Vikings. That stadium, that home crowd is intimidating. And I think Kirk Cousins, I think he has a defense to rely on, and Dalvin Cook, a good running back to rely on. I think it's gonna help him out, so he doesn't he's not forced to do too much. I know the San Francisco 49ers are riding that wave of Jimmy G's undefeated as a starter kind of thing, but I got the Vikings. The only thing I don't trust about the Vikings is their offensive line, but I don't know if the 49ers can generate a big enough pass rush. Well, we'll see. Next is the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Oh, sorry. The Houston Texans versus the New England Patriots. Deshaun Watson really held his own against Tom Brady last year. If the defender would have pushed Brandon Cooks out of the end zone, the Houston Texans would have won the game. But I think, one thing about the Patriots, when they lose the Super Bowl, they get a little extra motivated, and I think they're gonna win this. I think they're gonna win this game. I wouldn't be surprised if the Texans do though. Next is the Tampa Bay Buccaneers versus the New Orleans Saints. I got the New Orleans Saints. I know Ingram is not gonna be there for the first 4 games, and I'm not knocking Kamara, but I don't think he's ready for that 35 touches a game. But I do believe that, them being at home, and then plus I do think that Drew Brees is more than capable of carrying the team for a couple games. Tampa Bay has a more chance with Fitzpatrick, I think, personally. But I just don't see it. Next is the Jacksonville Jaguars versus the New York Giants. I got the New York Giants. I guess you can call it as upset just because you based everything on last year. You know, Jacksonville going to the AFC Championship, Giants 3-13, but I just don't. Defensively, Jacksonville can, really cause a lot of havoc. But their wide receiving core, after losing Marcus Lee, man, that's a huge loss. I know Fournette is a great talent, but if the Giants just can stop, slow him down, it's gonna cause a lot of problems. And as long as Eli doesn't make that crucial mistake or mistakes, they got a shot. Pick and choose. Be real wise with the football. Let Saquon do his thing and all that, and avoid that big mistake. All right, next is the Kansas City Chiefs versus the Los Angeles Chargers. I got the Kansas City Chiefs. They have a bit of a winning streak against the Chargers. I know Mahomes is making his era now known now, but I think with Kareem Hunt and Kelsey, helping, making it easier for Mahomes, and plus to the Chargers, they just get snake bitten by that injury bug a lot. So I got the Chiefs. Next is the Washington Redskins versus the Arizona Cardinals. I got the Cardinals. David Johnson coming back is a huge thing. They have a good wide receiving core, decent enough defense, and I think I want to get, Alex Smith is a very ball control, and I don't think with David Johnson, I think you're gonna need to score some points early. So I don't think Alex Smith has that. If they had Geis, I would have probably gave him more of a chance, but I just don't see it. Next is the Seattle Seahawks versus the Denver Broncos. Wow, old AFC West rivalry, huh? I got the Denver Broncos. That defense is going to really get after Russell Wilson, and Broncos, they're always tough on their first couple games, especially at Mile High Stadium. Seahawks, there's a lot of things going on. Earl Thomas, I think, finally reported. So I think overall, I think the defense of the Broncos is going to make a huge difference. Next is the Chicago Bears versus the Green Bay Packers. Wow, I was so wrong about the Khalil Mack situation. I thought it was hype. I thought it was a lot of leverage talk, and all that. But they got Khalil Mack. Wow. Unless they really get after Aaron Rodgers, I don't think Trubisky is ready yet to go toe to toe with Aaron Rodgers this year. And Packers, you took my guy, Darius Jackson. Next is the New York Jets versus the Detroit Lions. I got the Detroit Lions. Lions at home. That kid they drafted, Kerryon Johnson, I think he's going to make a huge difference for Matthew Stafford this year. I don't know when he's going to take full-time responsibility, but this kid, I think, is going to make a huge difference. I think he's going to be quietly one of the best rookies in the season and all that. Sam Darnold, I think it's on the road. On the road and all that. I just don't see it. I just don't see it happening. Next is the Los Angeles Rams versus the Oakland Raiders. I got the Los Angeles Rams. I mean, they did everything. I mean, they threw everything out there. I don't know how they got everything under the salad crap, but somehow they did. Todd Gurley, too, one of the best running backs in the league, plus the additions of what they made and all that. And the Raiders, I think they're still in shell shock what happened with Khalil Mack. So it might carry to the game. Chucky, sorry. All right. Mahalo for watching. Paniala boys. And like always, good Cowboys.